Hi everyone. Hope you all doing great. We are back again with another mind-blowing video. Today we going to Bandelier National Monument. So let's go for it. Bandelier National Monument is a 33,677-acre United States national monument near Los Alamos in Sandoval and Los Alamos counties, New Mexico. The monument preserves the homes and territory of the Ancestral Puebloans of a later era in the Southwest. Most of the Pueblo structures date to two eras, dating between 1150 and 1600 AD. The monument is 50 square miles of the Pajarito Plateau, on the slopes of the Jemez volcanic field in the Jemez Mountains. Over 70% of the monument is wilderness, with over 1 mile of elevation change, from about 5,000 feet along the Rio Grande to over 10,000 feet at the peak of Cerro Grande on the rim of the Valles Caldera, providing for a wide range of life zones and wildlife habitats. 3 miles of road and more than 70 miles of hiking trails are built. The monument protects Ancestral Pueblo archeological sites, a diverse and scenic landscape, and the country's largest National Park Service Civilian Conservation Corps National Landmark District. 2/3 of the park, 23,267 acres, is designated as the Bandelier Wilderness Area. Motorized travel and permanent structures are forbidden in the wilderness. Bandelier was designated by President Woodrow Wilson as a national monument on February 11, 1916, and named for Adolphe Bandelier, a Swiss-American anthropologist, who researched the cultures of the area and supported preservation of the sites. The park infrastructure was developed in the 1930s by crews of the Civilian Conservation Corps and is a National Historic Landmark for its well-preserved architecture. The National Park Service cooperates with surrounding pueblos, other federal agencies, and state agencies to manage the park. Human presence in the area has been dated to over 10,000 years before present. Permanent settlements by ancestors of the Puebloan peoples have been dated to 1150 CE. These settlers had moved closer to the Rio Grande by 1550. The distribution of basalt and obsidian artifacts from the area, along with other traded goods, rock markings, and construction techniques, indicate that its inhabitants were part of a regional trade network that included what is now Mexico. Spanish colonial settlers arrived in the 18th century. The Pueblo José Montoya brought Adolphe Bandelier to visit the area in 1880. Looking over the cliff dwellings, Bandelier said, "It is the grandest thing I ever saw." Based on documentation and research by Bandelier, support began for preserving the area and President Woodrow Wilson signed the declaration creating the monument in 1916. Supporting infrastructure, including a lodge, was built during the 1920s and 1930s. The structures at the monument built during the Great Depression by the Civilian Conservation Corps constitute the largest assembly of CCC-built structures in a national park area that has not been altered by new structures in the district. This group of 31 buildings illustrates the guiding principles of National Park Service rustic architecture, being based on local materials and styles. It has been designated as a National Landmark District. During World War II, the monument area was closed to the public for several years, since the lodge was being used to house personnel working on the Manhattan Project at Los Alamos to develop an atom bomb. 12. In 2019, Senator Martin Heinrich announced plans to introduce legislation to redesignate Bandelier National Monument as a national park and preserve. The National Park Service has noted several designated trails, advising visitors to bring adequate safe water supplies on some trails. The Pueblo Loop Trail, previously called the Main Loop Trail, is 1.4 miles long and loops through archaeological areas, including the Big Kiva, Tayuani, Talis House, and Long House. It will take between 45 minutes to 1 hour. There are some optional ladders to allow access to the cavates, small human-carved alcoves. Prior to the construction of the modern entrance road, the freight trail was the only access to the canyon. Originally, the parking lot was at the canyon rim. Today, the trail starts at the campground amphitheater. The trail is 1.5 miles one way. There is an elevation change of 550 feet. Previously called the Ceremonial Cave, the alcove is located 140 feet above the floor of Frijoles Canyon. This pueblo was the home of around 25 Ancestral Pueblo people. Except in winter, the site is reached by 4 wooden ladders and stone stairs. Alcove House has a reconstructed kiva that offers views of viga holes and niches of several homes. As of spring 2013, however, access to the kiva's interior is closed indefinitely for safety reasons associated with stabilization of the structure. Ladders and stairs have been reopened to public use. The Falls Trail starts at the east end of the backcountry parking lot. Over its 2.5 miles, it descends 700 feet, passing 2 waterfalls and ending at the Rio Grande. But trail damage resulting from the 2011 Las Conchas fire has led to the indefinite, and possibly permanent, closure of the trail beyond Upper Frijoles Falls, pending remediation. In addition to the elevation change, the trail's challenges include steep drop-offs at many places along the trail and a lack of bridges over Frijoles Creek. These continue to factors on the portion of the trail that is open. The 2.5 miles Frijolito Loop Trail is more strenuous. It starts in the Cottonwood Picnic area and climbs out of Frijoles Canyon using a switchback path. Once on top of the mesa, it passes Frijolito Pueblo. It returns to the visitor center along the long trail. Additional backcountry trails extend into the designated wilderness of the monument, crossing Alamo and Capulan canyons and connecting with the Dome Trailhead on the Santa Fe National Forest. As there is much less visitor use of these trails, trail conditions can vary. Wow, we are almost end of the video. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and click the bell icon so you never miss our latest videos. Thank you for watching.